I've never seen it.
Are we ready for the clap? That's me in the Old West. That's my reboot of Deadwood. And we're ready for the clap. The villain of season 4. I'll record like an intro and everything on its own. That's yours. We got plenty of water if you want any more. There's no like, we stop the, we don't really care about it.
Cool.
Like, would you like pull back the curtain? You know what I mean? There's no, we've never had a full keyboard in here, which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
We used to score live shows when we would do the scripts and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And one time we have had a music thing where they riffed what they figured the theme song probably was.
Oh,
to some
that's
things
fun.
With like a band,
I like that.
And they had a really good time. And
That's
I made them
fun.
add words to theme songs that did not have words.
Oh, that's good.
Like Jurassic Park.
Yes, the words were,
I love
I'm a
that.
dinosaur, I'm a fucking dinosaur.
Oh,
my
so
God,
that's
I'm
just
a
the actual
dinosaur.
lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the written ones. Just
But I love it so
how
much.
John Williams intended. Yeah.
I don't know why it is such a funny... you know what movie Gabe is doing, right?
No,
Really?
I really don't.
Wow.
Okay, great.
Well, then this will all be part of the entire thing. Gabe Gibbs, first time guest.
Yay.
Long time never been on, first time been on.
Perfect.
And Bailey Norton joining us as well. Going to hang out here and fill in some parts. We, I don't know how exactly to get into it because I want Bailey to guess what she thinks you've never seen. So we do have a game called Newly Guessed Game where I will ask you a question so they can get to know you a little bit.
Great.
And then Bailey has to guess what she thinks your answer will be.
Oh, great.
So a little
love
bit like the
this,
Newlywed
yeah.
Game,
Uh-huh.
So, and you can give Bailey a score out of 5 points.
I've
Okay.
never
How you
not
think.
offended someone playing this game.
It's truly
Incredible.
almost
Incredible.
like vague
Incredible.
assumptions based on barely knowing you.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
game.
yeah. Having met one moment ago.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
literally 1 second. Bailey, what do you
Perfect.
think Gabe has never seen?
I I think that Gabe has never seen Despicable Me: The Rise of Gru
Is that the yellow sweater that's doing it?
and the blue hat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Yeah, I'm giving kind of.
Okay, I
I'm
stand
kind of
Oh,
corrected.
wow. Incredible. we
Giving
cannot breeze
Minion.
past the impression.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
The
Didn't
Ke-
mean to bust that out so
the,
early.
the Kevin impression,
The
if you will.
Kevin. Yeah. Wow.
Do that again.
Boy.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're actually,
Wow.
this is going to get us flagged for copyright.
Coming in hot. I know. You got to be careful. You may have to pitch it up or down so you don't get in trouble.
Right, like when people speed up a clip to just show you a movie on TikTok. We're like, oh, here's all of Inception, but it's at 1.15 speed with like a line running across it is the new thing that
I got really hooked
yeah.
on one of those. Do you remember the movie? I think it's called The Milk Carton, The Girl on the Milk Carton or something like that.
I've never heard of this.
Well,
know
there's a
this.
3-minute long TikTok. That's the whole movie. And it's mesmerizing.
Oh my God. The whole thing shrunk down to 3?
I
Is
think
it a
you could-
cut or
yeah.
just sped?
It's just sped.
Hell yeah.
It's the whole movie.
Hell yeah.
If we
I
just
watched all of it.
texted kids the Odyssey, they'd read it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of like having it be a
Yeah.
full book, just text it and they'd be like, oh, touch to read more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just it's all of the Odyssey. And they're just
scrolling.
They thumbs
Yeah.
up the Odyssey.
Because that format feels like Goss, which
Yes.
they love.
Yes.
And I think I would have learned more if I were
If the
given
whole-
information that way.
If the whole book starts with OMG, Homer, blah, 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 then everyone is like fully in.
Bitch,
on the
lock
Odyssey.
in. I have
Lock
to
in.
tell you. Yeah.
You want to hear a
Never
guy
guessed.
standing someone. This Odysseus.
Odysseus fully cracked.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, yeah.
I remember there was a really good. This is an early internet thing. I'm older than both of you. I know how, but I'm assuming I'm older than you by a little way. There's a thing called On the Broad, which was an early internet thing, which was a rewrite of On the Road. Jake, do you know On the Broad? That's you're not. It's sort of like in that we're talking about Jake being British was talking about like Angels in the Outfield and movies like that didn't really cross over as far as like children's 90s Americana movies.
Oh, no way.
On the Broad was the someone rewrote On the Road by Hunter S. Thompson, but as a frat guy. And I just remember
love
reading it
that.
online because it was just when a website was a thing.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
onthebroad.blogspot.com or something rather
Yeah.
than just being on Twitter or on. It was like a website.
Right.
And I just remember reading this and being like, this is the funniest thing that's ever existed in my life. It was such a funny thing.
And I'm sure it like kept some amount of like original integrity.
Oh,
you
it's
know?
the same
like,
length.
Yeah.
No
Just like a
way.
different
It's
filter
correct.
on top of it.
Yeah,
I
and
love
now
that.
it's
my
just it is
God.
almost like a filter, but this is
Yeah.
back when you had to like work your way through the entire thing. Anyways,
So fun.
Wow.
it is not Minions Rise of Gru.
Oh my God.
Have you seen that?
You know what? Which one is which? I've seen Despicable Me.
Yeah.
And I've seen Despicable Me 2.
Despicable We.
Despicable We. Despicable Us. I don't think I've seen the Minions one.
That's
Dun, da,
fine.
da, da.
All right,
Knew
so
it.
we'll give, but it's not what you rewrote.
Okay.
So we'll give you
No, not what I
3 points and
rewrote.
Bailey 2 points. Next question. Now you think of your answer, Bailey. You guess what the answer probably is.
Okay.
And once again, if you want to score at any point,
I'm
you are
happy
more than
to.
allowed to.
I'm happy to.
This is
my
sort of
God.
like Minecrafty, Simsy,
Yes.
kind of like beautiful.
I feel so relaxed.
Yeah, why
I do
not?
too.
Should we do this the whole time?
You guys aren't going to know this if you're just listening. He's using our xylophone.
Yeah,
He's just very, very good.
This
I
is
know
a
an
combination
ancient
of-
technique.
It makes me seem a lot worse whenever people get an answer right and I just go. It also like most of them don't even resonate anymore. But
That's
I only
so
have
good.
I can't order a 4th children's instrument kit. Amazon
I
won't let
don't
me.
know.
No, there's laws.
They flag it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like,
They're like, "What's your zip code?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, are you a cop?"
Yeah.
So think of your answer. Bailey, answer what you think Gabe's answer is.
Okay.
Gabe, what's your favorite or one of your favorite movies?
Oh, okay.
Ooh. I'm gonna say
You
The-
can't hurt me.
okay.
You can't hurt me.
and thank God for that.
Yeah. I can't be hurt any worse than I already am.
Right.
I would like to. I think that Gabe's favorite movie, or one of them, is the Hilary Duff hit "Raise Your Voice."
Wow. I would like to say yes.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's not.
But since it's wrong, I
hasn't-
won't.
It hasn't broken the top 10. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, it's okay.
so sorry.
Gabe, what would
It's
you say your
okay.
favorite movie is?
It's probably The Princess Bride.
Oh,
Bride.
amazing
Yeah.
answer.
I'll give
Yeah.
Bailey 1 point for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of crossover there. There's a lot
I
of
think
voice
Hilary
raising.
Duff has been
and-
both a princess and a bride.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
never a the.
No.
That's where.
No,
Yeah, I think
that's a
where I
stretch for
was
her.
Off.
All right, next question. What movie have you seen the most? Now, Bailey, you think of your answer. Seen the most, not necessarily favorite. Could
Okay.
be favorite. You have an answer to that, but doesn't
Okay.
necessarily have to be favorite.
Oh. Okay. It is different.
Okay. I think Gabe is like a huge holes head.
Okay. I have seen Holes quite a lot of times. I have Stanley Yelnats as one of my boys.
I thought you were gonna reveal a Stanley Yelnats tattoo.
Oh my
I was
God.
about to freak out.
a full chest piece
They're gnats.
that
These are
says "I can fix that" or whatever his line is.
in the Thug Life font.
Yeah, I can fix that.
He's got a KKB kissing K Barlow.
Oh my God.
Like in a heart.
It's Patricia Arquette, isn't it?
It is. Yes.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Miss Cobell herself.
I know.
Oh my God. It's fortunately or unfortunately The Grinch. Jim Carrey's
Okay.
Grinch.
That's
Okay.
a great movie.
See, this
Because
is the
it's
ones that get in-
seasonal.
yeah.
You end up watching them
The
more.
rewatches
Yeah.
there. You have like
Yeah.
at least a scheduled one a year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. You
That's
never
so true.
I'll give Bailey 3 points for that one.
Oh wow.
That's-
Gabe,
Okay.
you do get the
Deserving
points
points.
Bailey doesn't get. So she
Oh,
gets 3,
great.
you get 2. And someone wins the
Okay.
podcast. Prize today is a keyboard. A
Oh,
full-size
wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
musical keyboard.
Whoa,
my
this
God.
is
A
kind of crucial
Roland
to my
Juno
work. So the
DS.
stakes
Yeah.
the stakes just got higher, so I will be playing harder.
Next question. We have a few more. Is there a movie or I'll say, is there a movie that you love but you don't rewatch because it makes you feel too sad or too sentimental
Oh.
and puts you in a place you don't necessarily want to go? So think of your answer and then
Oh
Bailey.
yeah, oh wow, that's a great question.
I think Simon Birch.
I've actually never seen.
You would never watch it again if you had.
I want a
What's Simon
sound
Birch
clip
about?
of I think Simon Birch that I could just play as a soundboard for something.
It's a Jim Carrey movie before he was like a huge movie star, and it's about a boy who befriends like I don't think maybe he's a little person, but they're like both boys. They like play baseball. It's based on the book A Prayer for Owen Meany. There are some people who die in it, and
Oh,
it's
whoa.
very touching and very
And it's
sad.
a bummer?
And it's a huge bummer, but it's
Oh.
great. It's really good.
Oh,
So you should watch it once.
Let's do it now.
wasn't a good sell.
Roll the TikTok.
Yeah, there's a 3-minute TikTok of it.
I love
Yeah.
the vertical birch. Is that a vert birch?
Vert birch, yeah.
So what is the one?
Oh my God. I watched Radio when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
Remember that Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh, yeah.
one?
Oh, yeah.
And that was so devastating. That story was like
Yeah.
uplifting,
Yeah.
but in the way that I was like, I can't go through that again. I was
Right.
Yeah.
crying on the couch.
Especially if you
Yeah.
see it at the right age.
Yeah.
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 And you're not thinking that's Cuba Gooding
Gooding
Jr. doing this. If you're young enough to not think about how that's a guy doing this on purpose.
At the time when it came out, at the age that I was.
Yeah.
It was
Bailey, you're
very
saying you
moving.
did a really good impression.
No. No, I was saying not that.
You know,
before we
fans
were
of that
rolling,
movie,
yeah.
fans of that movie have they're Radioheads, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
The guy who showed up to the wrong concert. Oh, I thought Cuba was going to be here.
Oh my God. Radio at the Hollywood Bowl.
That is a little bit of what, because when I saw that, I agree, and then I've never rewatched it, and I'm assuming I would spend a lot of time being like, this is just such a swing.
Yeah.
Is that the movie? Have you seen Tropic Thunder?
I
Is
have.
that the Simple Jack? Is Simple Jack referencing radio?
It's not referencing radio.
Right, maybe it's just like the idea.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need to like delve too far into this.
Sure.
I hear what you're saying. There was an era where that was like the way to prove good acting,
Yes.
was to do that kind of thing. I get what
Yeah.
you're saying, which has now since aged very poorly
Yeah.
in a way that, feels very odd.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for many reasons, we will
But
not
radio
watch radio
did.
again.
One being it's not on streaming. It's not on streaming service. I don't know if it is or not. I assume it's on Disney Plus.
Radio is
Deep
scrubbed from the internet.
Radio, Tiptoes. Are you familiar with Tiptoes?
No.
You gotta watch the
movie
trailer
where
at some point.
what is the actor's name?
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
Oh, yeah.
plays
But
a little
also
person and walks around on his
Kate
knees.
Beckinsale and oh my God, Rust Cole. What's his name?
Oh, Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
And
Stacked.
Peter Dinklage. It's like a stacked cast.
I actually saw a whole
crazy.
clip of a podcast where they made Matthew McConaughey watch the trailer to Tiptoes, and I thought he was going to kill himself.
That's fair.
He's like, I remember that.
Yeah.
You should
Poor
just
buddy.
YouTube
Poor
the
buddy.
trailer at some point on your own
Okay.
time, and you'll
Okay.
never be the same.
Oh
We'll
my
do that
God.
in the Never Seen a Movie Club at some point. And okay, so but radio is one. I think anything with me with a dog or an animal that I can't watch. Like I got sad. We went and saw the Minecraft movie last
Oh, yeah,
night.
yeah.
And I got sad at a fake pig in the Minecraft world dying. I
Yeah.
was like, well, he didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Kyle went,
Yeah.
they didn't ask to be here.
Yeah. About the pigs in the Minecraft world. It's funny, like leaving with my brother, who is younger than me and played Minecraft. He's 26. It's like right in his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And he played it a ton. And he's like, they really overplayed the amount that the pigs affect the world in the Minecraft universe.
Yeah.
I'm like, incredible take
Trevor
on the
was like,
Minecraft movie.
it's a little contrived.
Okay, so radio is that for you? What did
Yeah.
you guess it was? Simon Birch.
I did guess Simon.
I'm on
Birch.
1
Yeah.
point for Bailey.
I think less than that would be fair also.
No, I can't give a straight 5 out of 5 for radio. All right, now here we got 2 more questions.
Okay.
Question here is, have you ever walked out of a movie? And if so, what movie?
Oh, wow.
So Bailey, what do you think?
Oh, wow. Okay. It's a two-parter. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think Gabe definitely walked out of three billboards.
Outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah, I think Gabe hated that as much as we
They
did.
gave away too much in the title.
I knew how many billboards there was going to be.
They showed 2
so-
billboards, and like if they throw
like,
one more
well,
fucking
Yeah.
billboard up there.
And we
They
know
really
how this is going to end.
blew their wad up top.
Oh, my God.
Have you
Well,
walked out of a movie before?
I have never walked out of a movie before.
Wow.
But if I had seen Red One in theaters, I would have walked out. If I wouldn't have been in the comfort of my own couch, I would have walked out.
You
of that
walked
movie.
out of your living room and just
Yeah.
stood in the other room
Just
for the
waited
rest.
for my wife
but
to
let
finish
the
the
movie
movie.
play
Yeah.
all the way out.
I'll come back in when I'm ready. When it's done and I'm ready.
I'm giving Bailey 1 point because the 3 billboards were red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yes.
And our final question, aside from what you wrote, I guess we have 2 more because Bailey does have to guess what that is.
Oh,
Okay,
What else did you consider writing for today? So, Bailey, what is something else you think? And I know one thing because you had narrowed it down to 2.
Oh, I don't even. Okay. I won't give things away.
So wait, I'm guessing what
else Gabe is not
almost
seen.
wrote but didn't for this. Okay. I want to say Aladdin to Jafar's. Is it Revenge? I don't remember the exact title,
I think that,
but
yeah.
Jafar's
yeah.
Revenge sounds like where they would have landed.
yeah.
Also, wasn't Aladdin 1 also Jafar's Revenge?
Yes. Oh my God.
Jafar
you're right.
has no bounds of hate in his heart.
You're right.
Yeah.
He's one of those Disney villains that as time went on, everyone's like, well, but that's our favorite character in the movie.
He's
Yeah.
a
It's like
queer
really
icon.
an Ursula
Yeah.
and a Jafar. And
Yeah.
yeah, they were the much more fun. So have you seen Aladdin 2 Jafar's Revenge?
I'm not sure. Probably at some point in the
Yeah.
proper era, but I don't remember Jafar's Revenge.
I'm
we
not
still have Iago?
certain it's called that. Oh, I'm sure Iago must have left him.
I'm not even looking it up because I'm not contributing to that SEO. I'm
We
not
can't have that.
binging Jafar's Revenge in front of my friends.
That's a dangerous game to play. Yeah. Oh my God.
My new search engine, Ask Iago. Instead of Ask Jeeves, it's just Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Oh,
what,
the greatest.
Do you remember what you had narrowed it down to for 2?
I think in my spirit, it was always the one that
This was?
it ended up being. But I know that there was a short list.
On the short list, and the penultimate, when I was sent like the last 2, it was the movie you chose or Girls.
Oh,
television show Girls.
Okay.
Girls is
And
my
the movie
favorite.
Which also could have played. Yeah. that also
and I'm
could've
saying
gone.
the movie that you rewrote could be an alt title to the show Girls.
Oh.
You're right. You're
Is it
right.
Little Women?
It is $1 Million Baby.
Oh.
Which is definitely Girls.
You've seen Girls.
colon,
Yeah.
I think
$1
it's
Million Baby.
when they put a different title on the sign
Well,
so
that
no one
should
knows
be
what
the
they're shooting on the
finale.
street. You know what I mean? It's like it's Girls written by $1 Million Baby.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Haven't
but
seen
we
$1 Million Baby.
haven't seen Million. This is just such a funny movie to have the full size keyboard in the studio for.
Yeah.
Is $1 Million Baby. I don't
crazy.
know anything you know about it. We should do the script.
Okay.
And then, is there anything you want to preface that you are bringing in? If you want it to be surprises in the script, that's okay. But is there anything you want to be like, I know this about $1 Million Baby?
Here's what I know nothing about $1 Million Baby.
I could tell by how you definitely brought a full keyboard.
I know nothing about $1 Million Baby. And really this script is my attempt to justify the title, to justify those words.
Great.
Like how could we possibly be talking about that?
Great.
Wow.
I haven't read your script yet. I bet it's one
great.
of the bottom 5 closest we've ever had.
Guaranteed.
I just can't. I can't fathom a world where music is involved in this movie and it's even 1% of what happens in the actual movie.
God. I'm so excited
Cast
about
it however you would like.
Okay.
I just looked at any characters. You can also cast it as it goes if you want it to sort of be reveals for any
Well,
character.
this is really sort of, I don't want to get ahead of it, but this is our hero sort of meeting the villain. So there's only 2.
Great.
So perhaps we could go 2 routes. I could play the professor and then sing as the professor.
Okay.
Spoiler. Or we could do it Disney style, where one of you is the voice actor of the professor.
One's a Jonathan
and then
Taylor Thomas,
I'll-
and the other is someone who sang all
is
the
the
stuff.
singer. So I'm happy to do that. However, I defer to the
Well,
host.
I'll
I
have
love that.
you do the stage directions.
Fantastic.
And so, who speaks? If you want me to be,
I think-
whoever speaks less of the 2, I can be that
You
because
should-
I'm worse at it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well then.
But if you think it's an energy thing, I'm happy to play however you'd like.
Okay. Well then, why don't you be Professor Gachuli,
I would love to.
and why don't you be our hero, Brian Saint Big Top?
Great. Now, if you have seen $1 Million Baby or even know about this Oscar-winning, I believe it won Best Picture, prestige film, just project any of the actors onto either of these roles while we listen along. Great.
This is
and then
so
you will
funny.
sing anytime it comes in the sing or anything. We have you there.
Yes.
Beautiful.
There's one big number in here that you'll know.
What
it
if the
when it
piano
happens.
never comes into play?
I just brought it. Just drove it across town, set it up, sound checked it. Oh my god.
Okay. So
Okay.
Gabe Gibbs has never seen $1 Million Baby, but wrote. What do you figure it probably is?
It's probably this. It's 1920. Circus is the peak of entertainment. Brian St. Big Top and his wife Cher are struggling to keep their family-owned circus afloat. They are desperate to find a new hit act to really get butts in seats. After a particularly bad day of ticket sales and a lion tamer on the verge of quitting, Brian St. Big Top pays a visit to Professor Gachuli. The famously villainous circus supply shop owner has promised Brian a cure-all for his box office woes. Interior Gachuli Circus Supply Store night. Brian St. Big Top cautiously enters the establishment. It's a circus supply shop run by Professor Gachuli. Think Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium with none of the wonder. Brian nervously eyes a glass case displaying whips for lion tamers and top hats for ringmasters. He starts to second guess himself, but before he can go...
Ah, Mr. Big Top, a pleasure to have you in my shop, say.
I was just leaving, actually. I'm not sure this is such a good idea.
You haven't even heard my pitch, Brian.
No, that's okay. I should really get going. My wife will be wondering where I am.
Of course. I won't keep you.
Brian starts to head for the door.
But wouldn't it be nice to arrive home with some good news?
Whatever you're selling, Gachuli, I don't want it.
I don't need some newfangled trapeze. Oh, sorry, that's you.
Still Brian.
Yeah.
Brian,
I don't
Brian.
need some newfangled trapeze or some tiger. We'll figure it out on our own. I really shouldn't have come.
You think I would offer you the magic elixir to your problems? And it would be some overgrown jungle cat? Think bigger, boy!
Professor Gachuli places a basket on top of the table in the center of the room. A dark blue picnic basket with a gray muslin sheet covers the contents of the basket.
I'm giving you the opportunity of a life!
You mean lifetime?
No! A life!
Professor Gachuli whips off the muslin sheet to reveal inside the basket is...
A baby? Jesus Christ, Gachuli, you've gone mad.
Not just any baby! This is the bastard child of Timmy Ringling!
Of the Ringling Brothers?
Yes, of course, the Ringling Brothers!
I heard rumor that one of the Ringling Brothers had impregnated a bearded lady, but I thought that was just a rumor.
Well, see for yourself.
Brian St. Big Top looks closer at the baby and notices a small beard growing from its chin. The baby is wearing a little tuxedo with coattails, a la Ringmaster.
Jesus Christ, the rumors are true. The chosen one.
Yes, the chosen one.
Brian St. Big Top paces back and forth. He's not sure what to do.
If this baby is truly who you say she is, then she could change everything.
Now you're getting it.
Can't believe I'm asking this, but how... Oh my God.
Brian St. Big Top asks the dirtiest question he's ever had to ask.
How much is the baby?
I'm glad you asked.
And now Gachuli sings. It's $1 million baby. It's a chance to make things right. Want to fix all of your troubles? Buy this 7-figure tyke. It's $1 million baby. You won't think that price is high. Her first steps will be on tight ropes. Her first words, ROI. It's $1 million baby. Lions tamed, tickets sold. Months and years of money problems fixed by someone 1 week old. It's $1 million baby, born of circus greatest heroes. All you need to do right now is write a check with lots of zeros. I know it may seem cruel to try and sell a living child, but showbiz is a cruel line of work. You sell yourself each time you get out there to make them smile. So tell me who is really getting hurt. Professor Gachuli speaks.
Well, Mr. Saint Big Top, what'll it be?
I don't know. It's all too much, but you've made a really good case, and she is the chosen one.
Sign the dotted line today. 50 payments, 20K. Only one thing left to say.
Yes, I'll take her.
This $1 million baby.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, wow.
So it's close, right?
It's
I mean, saying that you would be bottom 10 was a stretch. I think it's the furthest it's ever been. Oh, well, what we're going to do is take a quick break, and then we'll come back and talk about both $1 Million Babies. We're back. Very close.
yeah.
Real close.
Yeah.
Real close.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well,
Good.
I love it. I don't even want... Okay, so
I know.
I'm just going to read you the plot to $1 Million Baby, the movie from 2004.
I don't even know who's in it.
oh my God. It's
Wanting to learn from the best, aspiring boxer Maggie Fitzgerald, played by Hilary Swank, wants Frankie Dunn, played by Clint Eastwood, to train her. At the outset, he refuses, saying he has no interest in training a girl, for he has led a lonely existence, alienated from his only daughter and having few friends. Maggie's rough around the edges, but shows a lot of grit in the ring. Eventually, he relents. Maggie not only proves to be the boxer he always dreamed of having under his wing, but a friend who fills the great void he's had in his life. Her career skyrockets, but an accident in the ring leads her to ask Frankie for one last favor. Have you seen $1 Million Baby?
Yeah.
It's devastating.
It is like that is the movie for me that I can't watch again.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much of $1 Million Baby. I can't believe I don't want to spoil this 21-year-old Oscar-winning. I think it might have won Best Picture.
I think it did. Yeah.
And I think Clint Eastwood might have won Best Director. I could have easily looked it up 5 seconds ago when I had all that information in front of me. It's very good. It's not as good as yours.
No, not even. It doesn't even scratch the surface
okay.
of the depth that yours
So,
had.
so I think Clint Eastwood would probably have been the professor in this case,
That is...
or would he have been?
Yes.
Yeah, he would be the professor.
Yeah.
Hilary Swank would be the bearded baby.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wait, I had no.
I don't know if Hillary or if Clint Eastwood would let himself play a character named Gachuli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a wide enough last name for whoever
Yeah,
he would want to
yeah,
play
yeah,
in
yeah.
the movie.
Yeah. He
but-
wouldn't like that. No, would he?
Get out of my big top.
Yeah.
I think in yours though, Brian St. Big Top would be the equivalent of the concept of mercy.
The concept of mercy.
And she means the Overwatch character.
Yeah.
God.
Incredible. I mean, sometimes people will be like, I don't know anything about this, and then they'll come in. And I'll be like, I feel like you, not only did you not know anything about this, you'd sucked something, you were in the negative of knowing about it.
Yeah.
If that, you had to learn something about it to know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had flashes in
When
my
did you think it
brain.
was from?
I thought it was from the 1920s because there was something in my brain of like photographs and some sort of event happening.
Yeah.
Which I guess is now boxing.
Boxing.
Yeah.
Yes. So in my brain, it cross-pollinated with The Greatest Showman.
Okay.
And turned
Totally.
into
A
and
ring,
turned
like a
into
circus
this.
thing,
Yes.
and sort of that
I
kind
can
of...
actually see
Yes.
that because the arena.
It's also a very
and,
sepia-toned movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
The aesthetics kind of muddied in my brain,
Yeah.
and I just
Yeah.
went with circus.
But
Yeah.
that visual tone of the movie is just because Clint Eastwood hasn't learned anything since 1952.
He didn't know there are more colors.
He refuses to
Yeah.
learn. No. If you tell him there's another color, he will lose his mind. He will show you an empty chair where that color shouldn't be. But unfortunately, because Clint Eastwood, it's so good. $1 Million Baby is very good.
Oh, I bet.
Very
And I think
good.
boxing is maybe the best sport to make a movie about, just because it's
Yeah,
it's
they
very
did a
lot of
singular
those,
and
huh?
it's very
Yeah. High
easy.
stakes.
But I mean, I love yours. I think yours would spawn a universe.
I think so too.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, I
And
definitely
the
think so too.
MDDCU.
Yeah, I want to know what happens with this bearded child who was sold to this man.
This feels like $1 Million Boss Baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Where we're
God.
living.
Yes. $1 Million Boss Baby.
Absolutely love it. Could have been similar for girls.
Yes. Same script would have worked.
Oh my God, yeah.
I think.
Even better.
Only because
Adam
I
Driver
don't know
is Professor Gachuli.
Hannah is Leah Dunham is the bearded baby in this one.
Yes. Oh my God.
It all works. I
It
mean, this is
does.
incredible. Thank you for bringing the
Yeah, this
keyboard
was
and everything.
beautiful.
Oh my God. Happy to.
Feel
It's
free
so
to
fun.
utilize it in any ways you want throughout the rest
Yeah,
of the
great. I can noodle.
thing.
I'm happy to.
All right, I want to play a couple of games here real quick. This first game is called Before and Afters.
Get ready to play before and afters.
How this works, much like $1 Million Boss Baby or today's is Angels in Get Out Field. Two movies have been smashed together into one.
Oh boy.
I will read you the smashed together plot. You have to
Yep.
guess the smashed together title.
Okay.
So none of them will be as good as any
you
of the
help me?
examples. You are competing against each other while also on the same team.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So there's up to 3 points available per one. So whoever gets however much of it, I'll allocate the points based on that.
Great.
Fantastic.
Number 1. A group of storm chasers attempt to deploy a research device but find themselves haunted by a shape-shifting clown.
Twitsters?
Twitsters is
Oh
correct.
my God. Well
It also
done.
sounds like something fifth grade boys do to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is.
In the locker room. It's not
Oh,
good.
yeah, I gave Jimmy a Twitster. I'll say 1 point for Gabe there for applauding for Bailey.
Oh
my
hey.
God, the
Wow.
sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. That's what it's about.
It's all about mercy.
It's
If there's
about
one thing we've learned today.
It's about mercy.
the concept of mercy. Yeah.
Number 2. An ogre must leave the solitude of his swamp to go deploy the Turing test to an intelligent humanoid robot.
I know one of them, obviously.
Yeah.
Which?
And then the second one.
An ogre must leave the solitude of his swamp to go deploy the Turing test to an intelligent humanoid robot.
Oh.
One little fly.
Shirk?
What's the other one in there?
Shrek and her?
Oh, no.
Oh.
But I like Shirk. Shirk sounds like a coffee shop in Highland Park.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you get that shaken espresso latte at Shirk?
Oh my gosh. Right across from
$31.
yeah.
No Wi-Fi.
Is the second one? It's not iRobot, is it? No. Is it?
Is it a Domhnall Gleeson movie that he goes with Oscar Isaac to that one place? What's that one
I
called?
don't know.
What's that one called? And Anna de Armas is in it. Am I thinking of the right one?
I don't know this movie.
They go to the rich guy's house and he doesn't know that he's doing the Turing test. It's against his will.
To go deploy the Turing... I'll even add a little bit here. To go deploy the Turing test to an intelligent humanoid robot at the home of that company's CEO.
I don't know this one.
I'm thinking of the right movie, but I don't know what
We're
it's
looking
called.
for Shrek's Machina.
Shrek's Machina.
Shrek's Machina.
Duh.
That's a really good one.
Shrek's Machina.
I know and like both of those. Damn. Fuck.
All right, we'll cut that part out with the horn. A magical boy from a place where children stay forever young teams up with an often drunk superhero who always creates a ton of collateral damage.
Often drunk.
Okay, the first one we know.
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2, obviously. Shrek, Too Fast, Too Furious.
Shrek up to the streets.
It's the one.
I'm writing that down,
It's the one. It's the one where Will Smith and they're not happy with him. He's a superhero, and it's that one that it was like people. It was on Netflix or something, and people didn't totally love it.
Hancock.
Yes. Peter Pancock.
Peter Pancock is correct.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you. You fed me that. Thank you.
No points for that one.
We
Time
were a
had
team that
expired. Next one. 2 more. A mathematician recruited by the military to assist with code-breaking duties reckons with his mental illness as he begins to see a completely cubic world that needs saving.
It's the movie you guys just saw.
The Minecraft movie.
Uh-huh.
And
And Is it a beautiful Minecraft?
A Beautiful Minecraft movie is correct.
You were giving me the space. I felt you giving me the space.
Hold space
You knew
for
it,
Beautiful
No,
and
Mind.
I felt you giving me the space, and I appreciate you letting
Oh
me
my
get
God.
there.
Did you know it?
God. I
Be honest.
I could have gotten there, but I
She knew it.
She knew
again wanted
and
to.
she was being nice.
Last one. It's so pleasant. It's so pleasant.
It's so nice.
You know why music is so much better than comedy? Is if music comes out of nowhere, everyone gets in a better mood.
Yeah.
If comedy comes out of nowhere, people leave the restaurant.
Really
yes.
It's really, really
Fully.
upsetting.
And then forever are like, we got surprised by comedy.
Absolutely.
But like this
attacked.
interrupts, and I'm just like, this should just be what I do instead, is listen to someone else's music instead of
yeah.
making a podcast.
No, this is beautiful.
Final one.
Mm-hmm.
Current score. Gabe has 24, Bailey has 13.
Whoa.
A man is devastated when his friend puts a sudden end to their friendship, and he is given an ultimatum where he must perform corporate espionage via a rich man's dreams.
Okay, the first one is Banshees of Inisherin. The second one is
I know the second one.
what's the second one? I don't know the second
I think
one.
the second one is Inception. So
So
it would be
Banshees
Banshees
of Inception?
Yes, Banshees of Interception is
Yeah!
correct.
Yeah.
This is good.
One
We're
of the
doing
words
good.
I've typed out, my computer hated the most. Would not let me type Inception out at all. Congratulations, that's the end of Before and After.
Oh my God.
Wow.
We did it.
We did
Great
ultimately
exciting.
work together and
Yeah.
against each other, but mostly together.
Mostly together.
Yeah.
This next game, it's been a little while since we played this game here on the podcast. This game is called Character Card Head Guessing Game, the game.
Yes.
How this works is you will be
Whoa.
competing against one another, yet building up everything together. You are a famous character from a movie.
Uh-huh.
I think just movies. Just movies. You're a famous character from a movie. You have to ask yes or no questions to find out who you are. A little bit like that heads up game. Am I
Yeah.
a cat? Am I this?
I love this
You
one.
go back and forth. If you guess, you are allowed to guess, am I Shrek? If you're
Yeah.
wrong, the next person gets 2 questions. So it is to try and figure out
Whoa.
who you are. You're a character from a movie or a TV show.
Okay.
Bailey, since you're losing, you can actually ask the first question.
Amazing.
Wow.
So whenever you're ready,
Thank you.
Thank you for that
whenever
gift.
Oh my
loser,
God,
whenever you're ready,
wow.
get us going.
Yes. Okay. Am I
Oh
animated?
wait. I want to whisper to everyone
Oh,
listening who you are. I forgot about this. So if you
Oh.
take the headphones off
Headphones
and plug
off.
your ears,
Headphones off.
I'm going to whisper to everyone. They are Chucky from Child's Play. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know why. Your headphones are off. I'm like, this will get their attention. Okay. First question, Bailey. Whenever
yeah.
you're ready.
Am I animated?
No.
Wow.
No.
Oh. You seem
Wow.
hesitant.
That was a hint, I think. Am I do I have powers?
Yes.
Am I played by a well-known actor or actress?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, interesting.
Whoa. Okay. Not animated question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Has powers. Not played by a famey.
Mm-hmm.
See, but I don't think anyone here, besides maybe you, could name who it was.
Oh, Jake knows who it
Whoa.
is.
Jake knows who it is.
Yeah, but
Huge hint.
So British. Okay.
It's the Queen of England.
Absolute. And it's me. It's my turn. And my turn, I will say, wow.
Truly very funny that all of the questions have been kind of like,
Interesting.
They've been like, no, like you could almost argue me both ways on all of them, but I stand by how I've answered.
Okay.
Am I the hero of the story?
No.
Am I an animal?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I got distracted.
No, I love it.
by noodling along. What was your question? Foley was in music mode.
if,
Sorry.
Not an animal. I asked
Not
if
an
for
animal.
an animal or not.
Okay. Okay, not the hero, not an animal, has powers, kind of animated. Am I kind of animated is crazy.
I wouldn't.
Am I
You need to ask
am
more for
I
me to
Jessica
clarify that.
Rabbit?
You're not Jessica Rabbit.
Okay, do you get 2 questions?
I'd say she's fully animated.
Yeah. But in my heart, maybe not.
Yeah. On other
Alright.
websites, she's less animated.
Am I like a beloved character? Let me rephrase.
Good.
Do people have like merch with my face on it?
Probably, almost certainly, probably yes.
Almost certainly, probably yes.
Okay.
I get another question.
Oh yeah, because you guessed exactly. So
Yeah.
it's 2 questions.
Okay. Do I speak English?
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you seem so relieved, Bailey?
Wow, examine that in your heart.
Bailey said few and wiped from sweat on the floor.
Am I part of a franchise?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that's why, now let me clarify an earlier question. I believe there's probably been more animation of you, and I mean later than earlier for technology purposes. I think that there's been more assistance via, okay, that's all I'll say.
And we have powers. Are we a villain?
Yes.
Oh.
Am I General Grievous?
No. No. All right, Bailey, 2 questions.
That is a good. Am I from Star Wars?
No.
Am I from Marvel?
No.
Okay.
But a franchise though.
But a franchise.
With powers. A
Yeah.
franchise with powers. Am I what's the one that's like it's not gonna be this. It's not gonna be this. What's the one that's like Hunger Games but had
Maze Runner?
the other one where they like are sorted by their powers?
Harry Potter?
Not Harry Potter, but that's not a bad guess. Am I Draco Malfoy?
No.
I keep throwing you 2 questions. I'm so sorry.
Somewhere between Jessica Rabbit and Draco Malfoy
Yeah,
lies
we're-
our answer.
Yeah.
Am I a man?
You're male, I would assume.
Oh.
I would say just, yeah. I mean, explicitly maybe no, but assumatively yes.
Am I from the Lord of the Rings?
No.
Oh, that's a good. Am I from? Is it? Am I from a story that involves space?
I don't think so. I haven't seen all of your stories, but you could convince me one of the recent ones would have gone to space, and I would believe you. But no,
One of
there's
the
not.
recent
No.
ones.
There's not like something
Okay.
associated with you, space, really.
Okay.
One of the recent ones. Okay, animated, kind of, not.
Am I like
villain
really
powers.
old IP?
I need to be more specific than that. Without making me, Kyle, feel really old.
Okay.
Be careful. Tread lightly.
You are the train that came at the screen in that
Am I
movie.
from before the 90s?
You were originally introduced before the 90s. Really old, as they say.
Okay. Originally introduced before the 90s, a villain with powers, sort of animated as we've gotten later, but
Your
perhaps
recaps are making
not.
me feel better about all my answers. They are all correct.
Okay.
You
I
are
figure out what
you are
franchise.
correct in the latter voice. I need to specify this because I just remembered the latter is the same person who always voiced this. The same person, but at one point you are portrayed by someone very famous, but originally you were portrayed by someone who would probably only be famous for this. Right? Wouldn't you say that?
And this is. Oh, I'll ask this later.
It's tough.
I think the original point, but not as
No.
It's not Marvel, we said.
No, not Marvel.
But are you going to make me ask if it's DC?
I would have to make you ask that.
Is it DC?
No.
Oh, my
You're Gal Gadot.
Gadel Gadot.
KL, no!
Hell no.
That's a good.
That's so
Thank
good.
you.
Whoa.
It's
Okay.
crazy that doing an impression of her is better at acting than she is. Like requires more
God.
skill
Oh, my God.
to imitate whatever she
I
did.
need you to give me the stone.
Oh. That's
It's crazy,
good.
right?
Do we know this? First time guess.
That's my gal.
First time guess. Do we know this already? That you do a good.
I do
a
just
good-
from showing her TikToks of
Oh
Gal
my
Gadot's
God.
acting.
Oh, I'm constantly doing this around
This
the
is
house.
very good.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
You imagine how ambitious I was to write 3 characters down as though we would get through 3 rounds
Oh
of
my
this.
God.
Wow.
We won't.
I believe in us. I believe in us, and we can go quicker by saying it is. Does this person drive a vehicle that's exciting?
Nah, no.
Oh, that's a great question.
I would say no. I mean, there could be at some point, but not anything you would associate with yourself.
So not a Batmobile.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a
not
chance, like, at
space.
some point you drove a thing and it was funny when you drove it in the thing, but if you drove a thing, it would be hilarious.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I like a humanoid type? Do I look like a person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every question is so funny because it could lead you in such an incorrect
Oh my
direction.
gosh. Okay. Am I friends with even more famous characters?
Great question.
I don't think so. Jake, do you know enough about this to know if there's ever like some crossover event or something? Yeah, I would say probably no, but very funny question.
Am I someone who says stuff like, foiled again?
Okay, the fact
Probably
that
not.
that is
Probably
getting a
not.
pause is crazy.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Once again I haven't seen all of the of your work.
Okay.
It would be hilarious this far in to introduce a catchphrase like that.
Okay. So it's not.
Foiled again.
We have powers.
You're
Okay.
not Dudley Do-Right.
I don't know who that is.
Are my powers feats of physical strength?
Great question.
I would say no.
Okay, but I do have powers.
Can I move stuff with my mind? Oh my
This
god.
is such a tough answer.
Oh my god.
You do not have telekinesis.
Okay. Okay.
We've been playing long enough, you figured the whole theme song out.
Do not have telekinesis. Okay.
People
Am
are-
I? I'm stuck on
Insane.
superhero.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on superhero.
You're not a superhero.
And I gotta get away from superhero, and I gotta get onto the fact that I could be animated later is like tripping me.
I'm going to
up.
say animation could be used to accentuate the character rather than being the primary
Okay.
way the character is shown.
Okay.
So.
So some CGI effects, but not necessarily like you're not looking at this and thinking like this isn't an actor.
I don't even know if that's a yes or no question that you just asked me, but it's unfortunately tough to answer.
Oh my god. Okay.
You are looking at this. When you look at this, you do not think that is an actor.
Oh my gosh.
When you
Like,
look
what
at
an
it,
insanely long question to get such a specific answer. When you look at you, you do not think that is an actor.
but you're humanoid. You look like a person,
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
but you don't look at it and say this is an actor.
This is why I got rid of this game, because it's only a disaster every time.
Am I C-3PO?
No! But
Not from
God, you
Star
are
Wars.
closer to what you are than you have been yet in
Okay.
the weirdest way.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
maybe like a robot type of
A robot person.
A robot person. Are we Disney? Are we from Disney?
I doubt it. No, you're not.
Okay.
Are we?
I have no idea who owns you now. Because so much is under Disney's umbrella now.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, I wouldn't say Bart Simpson is Disney, even though technically at this point is.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so is it like a RoboCop or like a? Can
I
we
mean,
sidebar? Can we
Yeah.
Sidebar.
If C-3PO is the closest
closest
that we've
been?
gotten.
Has
Oh, boy.
powers though.
Has
Everything
power,
I've
is
said has
bad.
thrown you off.
Is
Is a
bad.
bad guy.
Is it always bad? So okay, that I was off on C-3PO. Okay, not.
Well,
But I
we
was
don't know
close
his
with General
motives.
Grievous. But it's not Star Wars, probably.
And it's not. Is it? Are we Harry Potter? From Harry
No.
Okay.
No.
So
He's
it's
not the
that.
bad guy,
Do
actually.
we-
No. But I mean,
Or you're the
are we
author
from
of Harry
that
Potter.
franchise?
Oh,
Yeah.
the most robotic bad guy there is.
Are we okay? Do we know this franchise
Yeah.
for sure?
Probably.
Okay.
This thing's very famous.
Has
Even if you haven't seen anything you've been in, you would recognize you.
Okay.
holy
Wow.
crap. Okay, wow, what a sentence. Okay. Okay. Have we released a version of me in the last 10 years?
Yes.
Oh. Have we released a version of me in the last 1 year?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Almost certainly no, based on me looking at it right now.
I bet that it's a villain. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a bad guy.
Villain is key.
Villain, but
Jake
you
with
don't-
something to do at any point today is like, hey, here's some advice.
So you don't look at it and think that's an actor. However, it is a person.
A humanoid.
A humanoid.
So it's like a
Not
like if
animated?
you see. If
I
you
mean,
see-
there was like a point where I could have like given the answer to you, but now we can't. We're so far in now, there's nothing we can do. But
Okay.
7 or 8 minutes in, I could have given it to you.
Okay, so like if you see RoboCop, you
Yeah.
know that
This
that's
game is only
RoboCop.
worth
Yeah,
1 point.
yeah.
By the way.
Humanoid. 1 point.
Yeah.
Okay.
After all this, we should split that point.
Yeah, we have to split it.
We have to.
Yeah.
And maybe we can invest that point, and it'll grow.
It'll be several points.
Yeah, hopefully
By
the-
2027,
by
it'll be like 2 points.
2027. It's not gonna be RoboCop. It's not gonna be.
ACAB includes Robo.
Yeah,
It's my shirt. That's a good shirt idea, actually.
that is a good.
That would
shirt.
sell at Venice Beach.
It would. Oh my
Bad.
gosh.
Am I the Terminator?
No.
Oh, great question. Great job.
You get
I
two
get
now.
2. Okay.
I did
Okay,
this to
we
myself.
don't know who owns you.
We almost
Am-
did Ace Ventura. The character you almost were, that's my second one I wrote down, was
Uh-huh.
Ace Ventura. Do we think we would have got there quicker?
100%. 100%.
Did you see the January 6th Ace Ventura? He was like
Oh my
alt-righty
God.
then.
Really?
No.
Oh, I walked into that. I walked right into that.
I'm just talking out my ass with this.
Oh,
God.
The second
stop.
Ace Ventura one. Sorry.
Enough.
We could have had so much fun if we did pick that one.
And yet here we are,
Here we are.
slithering in our own ignorance.
Oh my God, this is so hard.
This is very hard. I'm trying to think of like a question that forces an answer.
Yeah.
Like
Who is it?
Yeah. Is it? Okay, so it was introduced before the 90s.
Just
It
heard
is
the
a villain.
20-minute theme song loop.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
And I don't even think it was the first time.
No.
No, it's not 20 minutes long.
I genuinely
Oh, my God.
help. Can you lead the horse
I'm
to
trying
water?
to think of a
Do we sing?
no. I can't even think of a question that could lead you. I mean,
Yeah, welcome to our world, Kyle. Welcome to our world.
okay. Let's see, any question I give you you'll get too close.
Can you please tell us an answer? So
You
we-
existed in the 80s, the 90s, the aughts, and the 10s.
Are we from Spy Kids?
No. When do you think the Spy Kids is from? The 80s?
The aughts. But it could have been thought about before
Yes,
that.
yes. I wrote. Thank you for your question. Did the
Yeah.
creator think
Yeah.
about me?
Did
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez have the idea?
And no, he didn't. It was just a movie so his kids could like stuff.
You don't know that he didn't think about it.
I do know. He told me.
Those movies hit though.
Rob Rod.
So hard. Yeah.
Rob Rod.
I'm losing my mind.
Okay,
Same.
same. Help us.
I can't.
Okay,
my
are
God.
we?
There,
are
from
we,
now on, there's no more turns.
I do like
just yes or no questions.
Okay, I
as
do like
often
your
as you want.
commitment to not letting.
We're too
not
far
giving
in
it
now
away.
to give
Yeah.
it away. Once again, 3
Okay.
minutes in, I could have gave it away.
Yeah.
But we're too far in now.
I think we need to maybe get behind like why this person's a villain.
Okay, does this person attack the world?
Great question.
No.
Does this person attack a specific, like, I don't want to say like people group or country
No.
or. So who are they getting after? Okay,
Attack a specific
group.
You got to get off this Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. Does he hate? Yeah.
Does does he have like one like enemy? One specific
yeah,
person
yeah.
who's an enemy?
Thing. I don't think so.
My God,
I know.
what is he after?
Yeah, what does he want?
The concept of mercy?
You mean like in the way that like Jason would
Yeah.
have an enemy and it was
Yeah, or like Lex-
Jamie Lee Curtis or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Lex
Yeah,
Luthor?
No. Yeah, no, not like
Not like that. So what is he mad at? Huh?
Oh, dude, that.
What is he mad
Yeah,
at?
that's what we need to figure out.
Where does he shop?
Who hurt
Uh-huh.
him?
Who hurt him?
Oh man,
Was he always this way?
I don't know enough about his stuff to know if he was always this way, but
Wait.
he is this way.
Wait, is he the Grinch?
He is not the Grinch.
Fuck.
Oh, I like that. That's very
No, he
good.
was not always this way. He has
Oh.
some sort of. I don't think they know enough about it for that to influence anything, but. Oh, he was definitely not always the way you see him physically.
Okay.
At
Okay.
all.
Okay.
Oh.
The way you see him physically is not how he originated at all.
He's been transformed.
Is he
That was a good way to also walk into more specificity.
are the stories he's involved in scary ones?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Does he utilize a weapon of some sort?
Yes.
Is that going to give away who he is?
No, but you could guess it probably.
A chainsaw?
No.
Is it Freddy?
No.
Is it Michael Myers?
No.
Okay, so scared. Oh, is it the Saw guy?
No.
Oh.
The humanoid guy from Saw.
Yeah. He's got that little face.
Oh, you mean the little guy in the mask that
Yeah.
rides around? No.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
just thought
so
you
it's
meant the guy Jigsaw.
What are like more scary?
So it's a scary. I'm out of my
Yeah.
depth in scary movies, unfortunately.
scary. Been transformed. Something he didn't look like this before. Can he die?
Oh,
Now we're getting to the crux of the entire existence.
Oh.
Who's
Can,
the
can,
one? Who's
can
the one
any
who-
franchise die? This is on Hollywood at this point.
Right. But can he be killed?
Can he or has he?
Yeah. Has he been killed?
Yeah.
Who's the one who lives in your dreams?
That's Freddy.
Freddy.
Freddy
Krueger.
Okay.
Krueger.
He's not-
Frederick Kruger.
He's not Frederick Kruger.
That's not him. Okay. Oh my God. What are more franchises? It's not Jason. It's not Freddy. It's,
Does he have his own haunted house at Universal Studios?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably at some point, if he was a property there.
Wait, really?
They would have monetized this at some point if he was property there.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know enough. I don't know enough.
Is this a movie that like people watch around Halloween?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. And he has powers, but he's not telekinetic.
We've gone on so long, I forgot his name and
he-
had to look it back up
Does
again.
he kill people?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Does he kill multiple people
Yes.
per film?
Yes. I can't say for sure. I haven't seen them all.
Does
but
he
yeah.
talk?
Yes.
Does
This
he?
music is
This is crazy.
taunting us. Okay. What are other?
How much time do we have left on the SD card that's storing all of this?
Okay.
We're running out.
Run it out.
Is he like a ghost?
He is like a ghost. But he is not a ghost.
Okay, but he's like a ghost. He has been killed. He has killed.
Yes.
Oh, is he Pennywise the clown?
No.
Those are great. Yeah.
We've not mentioned him today.
Okay.
Of course. Of
Is
course.
he- Is he a vampire?
No.
Good question.
Jake's giggles over there.
Jake is losing it.
Shout out to all the people listening to our brains just
I can't tell.
flatline.
I'm going to have to like put a break right before this and then come back and be like, just so you, here's how far you fast forward if you don't want to participate in this
Oh my
game.
God.
I might even demonetize this episode just because of all of this. I would feel too guilty.
Oh my gosh.
We're in too deep now. You
I
know what I
know.
mean? We're in
I
too
get
deep
it.
to give it away.
I
now.
get it.
It's not
I get it.
Ghostface because there are like a lot of those, and they're different.
From
people.
Scream?
From Scream.
No, it's not it.
Scream. What are other
Or
Halloween?
it could have been the rapper.
Ghostface Killer.
What are other like Halloween movies?
Okay, are there any people that I have killed that are also famous actors or actresses?
It doesn't matter. This is not information that would help you. I'm just telling you right now. This is not information that would help you. This question won't get you closer.
Okay, maybe we need to. Is there
Anyone I told you would throw you off. That's
Is-
the problem, is if I told you some of the people in any of these, it would throw you off.
Is there like an inciting incident that made me bad?
Yes. But it doesn't matter. You're not going to get any closer. By
It doesn't matter.
I don't think any of your questions that you're asking are going to
My
get you any
God.
closer. Any question that takes longer than like has a comma in it is probably not getting you any closer.
I'm like,
Jake is crying, like falling out of the chair over there.
I'm just gonna make
my
sure I don't have any Slack messages because this could take the rest of the day.
Oh my god.
Am I like a man of science?
No, you're not though. You're not. You're not a man of science, but you're not.
Oh
Okay,
my god.
so like no.
Um.
Am I religious?
Oh.
I would say not in a traditional sense.
Okay.
You were probably spiritual.
Oh.
Jake
Jake.
is laying on the floor. He's just completely done with this as an entire
Oh my
segment.
God.
Position on the ground.
I need a third
Jake.
category that is your question will get you further from the answer if I give you the honest
my God.
answer.
Okay.
I hope some people didn't listen when I said the name.
Do I have a family?
I don't. Yes. At some point.
Okay.
Okay.
I cannot think of a
who-
question you could ask that will get you closer other than the name.
Is the famous person that played me later on something that will help me if I learned that?
Oh,
Will that help me know me?
if I told you, I'll answer this in not a yes or no question. If I told you who played you later on, I believe you would have an instinctual guess that is wrong and then maybe be able to get closer.
Okay.
Okay. Is that person Ian McKellen?
No.
Is that person
Aren't is not going to get you closer. Whatever that question was going to be, if it
that
starts
person-
with aren't.
Is that person a Skarsgård?
No.
That's a good question.
Once again, you originated in the 80s.
Is this person like can the actor that we're thinking of, like the big one, does he do both like comedy and drama?
Yes, but he's very, very famous. This is getting further away. This focus is getting us further away.
Oh,
Okay.
this episode is how far away can the script be?
Yeah.
And then how far
Yes,
away can
yes.
we be?
Yeah.
This is an episode of not even close.
Yeah.
This is I'm losing my mind. But also, I feel like we've gotten pretty good with the questions. We just asked we're just everything is so muddled at this point.
In the last movie that came out,
I don't know.
were friendships formed whose
My
bonds will
God.
never be broken.
No, the bonds were probably broken.
Oh, okay.
Oh, are you closer now?
That really helped. That really helped us.
Yeah.
Because it is because it's the Mission Impossible franchise, the scariest franchise of all time.
Yes, Xenu. You are Xenu from the Mission Impossible franchise.
Oh my God, Xenu.
Shout out the Big X.
If I, Bailey, saw a picture of this person, would I be like,
Person.
this entity? Would I be like, wow, what a vile piece of shit? Or would I be like,
No, you'd be like, there's that thing I know. Because you know what this is. That if you saw a picture, you'd be like, I know this. It's that thing. This is its name.
That is
I think of it
impossible.
sometimes. In fact, I would be able to guess it if I was led closer to it, is what you would say.
Am I Babadook?
No.
Fuck.
You mean Robert A. Duke?
Robert A. Duke? Am I Robert A. Duke?
That's Duke Robert.
am I
Bob
from
the
an
Duke?
American franchise?
Yes.
Then how does Jake know?
Then how does Jake know?
Then how does Jake know any of this? My God.
He's had time to watch it during this game and become an expert.
Oh my God.
I'm sweating.
Do I have a driver's license?
I doubt it. There is no way you have a driver's license. There is no way you have a driver's license.
Are the police trying to stop me?
Probably.
Is that who is mainly trying to stop me in the film?
I doubt it because they're pretty incompetent.
Do I have a righteous cause?
No.
Okay.
Do I?
This is the worst anyone's ever done
There's
at this
literally
game.
no way you could get a driver's license.
Wait, why?
Do I?
Do I have a
I don't
fee?
know why.
Do I live on? Do
Who,
I
who
live?
can have driver's licenses and who can't?
am
This
I-
might be the most important question
Am
of the whole thing.
Am I under 16?
Yes.
Am I? Oh, am I Chucky?
You're Chucky.
Yeah, dude! Holy crap!
Easy.
My God!
Easy.
My God!
Oh, that's 1 point for Gabe.
My God! I left my very pregnant wife at home and was like, "Don't worry, babe. I'm gonna kill this podcast, answer all the questions, and be right
Well,
back."
that podcast is just child's play. 3.
Oh my God. Oh
You
my
can revisit
God.
all the questions you want. If you listen back, I don't know if you have enough space on your phone to even download this episode at that
Oh
point.
my God!
We don't have time for any more games. There were 4 more prepared.
Let's do the other 3.
We were going to be Ace Ventura and Edna from The Incredibles.
Oh. Wow.
Well, plus I have to add, it is 75 points for writing a script. So add 75 points here
wow.
from Gabe. That puts you at 101.
Gabe.
You're our winner today.
Wow.
Gabe Gibbs, you won the podcast. Thank you for having never seen $1 Million Baby
Oh my
or
God!
having ever even apparently heard of Child's Play.
my pleasure. My absolute pleasure.
We had so much more to do. Look at how much stuff is here that we did not get to.
Oh my God.
So we'll have you back on at some point. We can play these other games that we
Please.
prepared. Let
Wow.
everyone know where to find you, anything you'd like them to check out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you can find me online. I'm at Gabe Gibbs pretty much everywhere. I have my own dumb little musical podcast with my siblings called Mom Said that you can find, but mostly, just at Gabe Gibbs. I've got a special coming out later in the year that will be out. It's a bunch of music and nonsense.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful.
Amazing.
Thank you very much. Bailey, is there anything you want? I'm like out of breath.
I'm Bailey E. Norton on the internet. And a show that I wrote is premiering on Nebula this summer.
Congratulations.
Thank
What's
you.
it called? What's
Super
it called?
easy for everyone to find it with all of that info.
Well, I don't know if I can say the exact. It's called Amy's Dead End Dream House. And I wrote it with my friend Maggie Mayfish, and it's going to be great. I'm excited.
Thank you
Cool.
guys so much
Yeah.
for listening. Or fast forwarding. Have a wonderful
They
day.
didn't. Come on.
No, they didn't.
There's no way
these people,
anyone
these
would.
sick fucks listen to this,
These
and
are
they love what just
little
happened.
Oh my
freaks
God.
who love that, what just happened to them and to us. Wow.
I've never seen it.